Hey everybody, it's Leilah from Growing Lives. Thank you so much for your patience. Last week has been an extremely busy week for me. So there was a delay in me uploading any content. So today I'm going to upload a video, and today's video, it's all about choices. Now you might think that how simple can choices be, right? How simple is it to make a choice? Sometimes we don't really realize how choice has an impact on our life. Now, as you guys know, this is my profession. I work in therapy. I see clients on a regular basis. And every time I work with my clients, I deal with something that comes up frequently that week. So, for example, this week we may be working all about choices. And then the week before, that's just passed, I would be working around fear. And then the week before, I probably work around inner child issues. And my clients are my biggest inspiration. I truly honor my clients for helping me understanding this journey better, because by seeing them, I have case studies and I learn more. And every complex brain, every human has a really complex brain, and how they put together is so interesting. And this is where I find my inspiration from. So I work as as a spiritual counselor, but also I work spiritually, which means I work as a whole, mind, body, and soul. Not so much the body element. I don't do fitness and stuff like that. So it's very interesting for me to see patterns. And this week, the pattern is all to do about choices. Okay, so choices may seem very simple to us. But the moment we are born to the moment we die, in that period, it's very significant to us, because we are born learning. We are born making choices in life. I just lost my top of my black marker, which is really important to me. So, yeah, we are born, making choices, and we're born with parents who has to make choices on our behalf, and their choices also affects our needs. So, I was explaining today to my client, choices are very important. They're very important in life for us to make, and for us to be conscious of the choices that we make in life. Our soul, our soul is born fragmented. Our soul is not born whole. We are on earth to learn lessons and to meet people in our soul group. And by us meeting these people and learning lessons, we are mending parts of our soul. We are healing parts of who we are. And this is why people are good for our growth. Lessons are good for our growth. So as painful as this human experience can be, because what we are struggling with in life and on earth is the human experience, okay? We are in fact bigger than the human experience. We are intuitive, we are more spiritual, evolved than the human physical part of the body. So it's the human side of us that gets irritated at people. It's the human side of us that ego plays through. But there's something beyond that. And my purpose is, to help you to understand the process. So, yep, in life we are, born, and we are putting together the fragments of our soul. And we are learning to heal parts of us so we can evolve. And to heal is to help evolve and to learn. And certainly to me, that's what HEAL stands for, to help evolve and learn. So in life, we have to make choices, and we don't really take, the extent of making a choice, the impact a choice has on our lives. I've had to make many choices in my life. I've had to make many choices this year, and oh my God, was my choices really hard to make. And I had to accept that with every choice I make in this world and in life, there's going to be a reaction. Okay, so with every choice you make, there will be a reaction, good and bad. With a choice, you can't escape a reaction. With every decision you make, you've got to remember there's going to be a reaction. And with those reactions, there are going to be consequences. So it's always to be in the state of mind that the choices that you are making, you're going to create a reaction. And you have to take responsibility for these reactions. So if any of my victims or perpetrators, or if I've hurt anybody, you know, I take full responsibility of my choices and of my actions that I have. And we have to be very conscious, you know. When we're making choices in life, we need to understand where these choices are coming from. Is this choice coming from a good space, or is this choice coming from a really wounded place or a bad place? What I would say is a fear-based. So in life, we have two paths. We have the path of love, and then we have the path of fear. Okay, what does fear stands for? Does anyone remember? In my previous videos, I've spoken about fear. What does the word fear stand for? Sorry. So fear stands for false evidence appearing real. Fear is not being created by the universe or by God or spiritually. Fear is created by man. We have created fear. We have created those decisions. Okay, the decision that we make in life can either be from a very good place of love, or we can make a decision from a fearful place of fear, which is ego. Ego is, you know, self-gratification for our own purposes, for our own benefit. So there's a line between love, and then there's a line with the ego, which is self-gratification. So we have to learn to be conscious of the decisions we make in life. We have to be conscious of where this decision that we're making in life is coming from. Is this coming from a fearful place, or is this coming from a loving place? So I'm going to make an example. If if someone has to make a decision tomorrow that they want to become rich and famous, the first thing I will ask my client is, where is that feelings coming from? Does those feelings come from a place out of a fear-based place, or does it come from a happy place? So you might think, no, it comes from a happy place. I want to be rich and I want to be famous one day. But let's have a look at the decision and just delve a little deeper. Do you want to be rich and famous so you can be on stage talking to people across the world, so you can show your ego, or for the ego point of view? Or do you want to be famous and known, let's not say famous, let's say known for spreading love and light to help people? Like, I'm a therapist, and I get gratification out of my job because I am implementing change, and I'm implementing self-help and healing towards people. Okay, but anything that comes from a self-gratification place of greed, of insecurity, of not having enough, is not coming out of the right place. Let's make another example. You are in a relationship with somebody, and you don't know whether you should stay in this relationship with this person, or if you should leave this relationship with this person. I want you to have a look at this choice that you're about to make. Are you actually happy in your relationship? Are you safe? Are your needs being met? Okay. Or are you in a space that you're in a relationship because you don't want to be single, because you don't want to be alone, because you don't want to feel what it's like to be lonely and to feel isolated? Or maybe you're just you're just afraid of your own silence. Do you need a partner to love you because you're not fully capable of loving yourself? That's a choice that you have to make. And I just presented to you a fear and a love-based scenario. If you are in this relationship and you cannot get out of this relationship because, you feel stuck, you don't have the confidence to leave, maybe because you feel dependent on your partner's being, maybe you don't want to be alone, maybe there's unhealthy reasons attached to this, then you are making a choice out of fear. And when you make a choice out of fear, any fear-based, the universe will keep replaying you situations like that again. Where though, if you was to say, look, this relationship is not healthy for me, I have to leave because I, am worth more than this. You are making a choice that's coming from a loving place. So I just want you guys to understand and to really know that every choice we make in life has a reaction, a good or a bad reaction. And whatever choices we make in life, we need to take full responsibility of the choices that we make in life. Always find out where's this coming from. You have a choice. You have a choice on a daily basis. And sometimes our choices in life can be very hard and very complex. And I understand. I really understand. I have so much compassion for people. I understand from I understand from the perpetrator, and I understand from the victim. I can understand the mentality on both sides, because for people to be hurt and for people to hurt people, they are hurt, because people who are not hurt will not hurt other people. Hurt people often hurt people. Okay, if you're staying in this relationship because someone is hurting you, you need to make a choice that's going to affect you. And you may need to walk away from this relationship and take those chances. So let's be more conscious of the choices that we make in life. Ask yourself, where is this coming from? Is this coming from a fearful place? The day that you start making choices that's coming from a loving place, I guarantee you that your life will really enhance. I really guarantee you that your life will change. And if your life hasn't changed because you're making better choices, please contact me. I assure you I will give you therapy.